thief's story. Warming up. Read the following incident. Lokesh had always been a class topper in tests and examinations. However, invariably, he used foul means during exams to gain those high marks. Once, on the day of history examination, Lokesh realized that his classmate and friend Farhan came all prepared for maths instead of history. Farhan had become desperate, so Lokesh offered to let him copy from his answer sheet since Farhan sat just behind him. Farhan refused. He said, "It's all right even if I get a zero, but I can call it my own zero. I do not want to score a single mark unearned. Cheating in exams is for cowards, not me." These words were a turning point in Lokesh's life. He gave up cheating forever. He worked hard for what he desired and never ever used false measures to acquire anything. In the given story, which words, phrases can be replaced with the following ones? Became aware, realized, always, invariably, very upset and helpless, desperate, cheating, foul means, without working for it, unearned, a sudden change, a turning point, gain or achieve, acquire. Summarize the incident in 6 to 8 lines, making Lokesh the narrator. Begin with, "I was always a class topper." You can write like this. We have to summarize the incident, make it short, but all the points should be there. "I was always a class topper. I used false means to gain those high marks. Once, on the day of the history examination, Farhan became desperate as he had come prepared for maths instead of history. I offered to let him copy from my answer sheet, but Farhan refused, saying that cheating was for cowards. This was the turning point in my life, and from that day I gave up cheating. I learned to work hard." The Thief's Story was written by Ruskin Bond. I was still a thief when I met Anil, and though only 15, I was an experienced and fairly successful hand. Anil was watching a wrestling match when I approached him. He was about 25, a tall, lean fellow, and he looked easygoing, kind, and simple enough for my purpose. I hadn't had much luck of late and thought I might be able to get into the young man's confidence. The Thief Story is a story about a small-time thief and the man he robs and what finally happens. This is a story about a small-time thief and the man he robs and what finally happens. I was still a thief when I met Anil, and though only 15, I was an experienced and fairly successful hand. Anil was watching a wrestling match when I approached him. Now the thief is narrating the story. "You look a bit of a wrestler yourself," I said. "A little flattery helps in making friends." "So do you," he replied, which put me off for a moment, but at that time I was rather thin. The meaning of flattery is insincere praise. Well, I said modestly. Modestly means in a humble way without boasting. I do wrestle a bit. What is your name? Hari Singh. I lied. So the thief is lying. Even he is telling a wrong name. Hari Singh. I took a new name every month that kept me ahead of the police and my former employees. So I refers here to the thief. After this introduction, Anil talked about the well-oiled wrestlers who are grunting, lifting and throwing each other about. I didn't have much to say. Anil walked away. I followed casually. The meaning of grunting is making low guttural sounds. Hello again, he said. So Anil is calling him. I gave him my most appealing smile. The thief gave Anil his most appealing smile. I want to work for you, I said. The thief wanted to work for Anil. But I can't pay you. I thought Anil told the thief that he couldn't pay him. I thought that over for a minute. Perhaps I had misjudged my man. I asked, can you feed me? At what is the narrator quite successful? The narrator is quite successful at stealing. Who does I refer to in the story? I refers to the thief in the story. The thief's name as told by the thief is, as said by the thief is Hari Singh. I refers to the thief Hari Singh in the story. I asked, can you feed me? I refers to the thief. Can you cook? Anil is asking this. I can cook. I lied again. The thief lied. If you can cook, then maybe I can feed you. He took me to his room over the Jamna sweet shop and told me I could sleep on the balcony. But the meal I cooked that night must have been terrible because Anil gave it to a stray dog and told me to be off. But I just hung around, smiling in my most appealing way, and he couldn't help laughing. Later, he patted me on the head and said, never mind, he would teach me to cook. He also taught me to write my name and said he would soon teach me to write whole sentences and to add numbers. I was grateful. I knew that once I could write like an educated man, there would be no limit to what I could achieve. I was quite pleasant working for Anil. I made the tea in the morning and then would take my time buying the day's supplies, usually making a profit of about a rupee a day. I think he knew I made a little money this way, but he did not seem to mind. Anil made money by fits and starts. That means in short, irregular intervals. He would borrow 1 week, lend the next. He kept worrying about his next check, but as soon as it arrived, he would go out and celebrate. This was his bad habit. This was Anil's bad habit. So he couldn't save money. He was always spending. It seems he wrote for magazines, a queer way to make a living. One evening he came home with a small bundle of notes saying he had just sold a book to a publisher. At night, I saw him tuck the money under the mattress. So the thief had seen Anil tucking the money under the mattress. So Anil had kept the money under the mattress. I had been working for Anil for almost a month and apart from cheating on the shopping, had not done anything in my line of work. I had every opportunity for doing so. Anil had given me a key to the door and I could come and go as I pleased. He was the most trusting person I had ever met, and that is why it was so difficult to rob him. It's easy to rob a greedy man because he can afford to be robbed, but it is difficult to rob a careless man. Sometimes he doesn't even notice he has been robbed, and that takes all the pleasure out of the work. Well, it's time. I did some real work. I told myself, I'm out of practice. And if I don't take the money, he will only waste it on his friends. After all, he doesn't even pay me. Now, what favors did Anil do for the narrator? The answer to this question is Anil took Harry to his room and told him that he could sleep on the balcony. Even though the meal that Harry cooked that night was not good, Anil allowed him to live with him. He even taught Harry to cook and write his name. He also ignored the fact that Harry made some money by cheating him while buying the day's supplies. Now coming to the next question. What proves that the narrator still practiced deceit? The narrator cheated his employer Anil while buying the day's supplies. This proves that he still practiced deceit. Anil was asleep. A beam of moonlight stepped over the balcony and fell on the bed. I sat up on the floor, considering the situation. If I took the money, I could catch the 10:30 express to Lucknow. Slipping out of the blanket, I crept up to the bed. Anil was sleeping peacefully. His face was clear and unlined. The meaning of unlined is showing no sign of worry or anxiety. He was not showing any sign of worry. Even I had more marks on my face, though mine were mostly scars. My hand slid under the mattress, so the thief is going to steal the money. My hand slid under the mattress, searching for the notes. When I found them, I drew them out without a sound. So he stole the money. Anil sighed in his sleep and turned on his side towards me. I was startled and quickly crawled out of the room. When I was on the road, I began to run. I had the notes at my waist, held there by the string of my pyjamas. I slowed down to a walk and counted the notes. 600 rupees in 50s. I could live like an oil-rich Arab for a week or two. So he got a handful of money. When I reached the station, I did not stop at the ticket office. I had never bought a ticket in my life. The thief had never bought a ticket in his life, but dashed straight to the platform. The Lucknow Express was just moving out. The train had still to pick up speed, and I should have been able to jump into one of the carriages, but I hesitated for some reason I can't explain, and I lost the chance to get away. When the train had gone, I found myself standing alone on the deserted platform. I had no idea where to spend the night. I had no friends, believing that friends were more trouble than help, and I did not want to make anyone curious by staying at one of the small hotels near the station. The only person I knew really well was the man I had robbed. Leaving the station, I walked slowly through the bazaar. In my short career as a thief, so he made a great job as a thief. His job was only stealing. In my short career as a thief, and he was not having a long career, it was a short career as a thief. I had made a study of men's faces when they had lost their goods. Goods means things. The greedy man showed fear. The rich man showed anger. The poor man showed acceptance. But I knew that Anil's face, when he discovered the theft, would show only a touch of sadness, not for the loss of money, but for the loss of trust. What could have caused the scars on Harry's face? Harry was a thief. He had got into fights while robbing people or been caught by the police and been beaten. This could have led to scars on his face. Why did Hari hesitate to board the train? Hari felt that if he left Anil, he would lose something precious. That is why he hesitated to board the train. Why does Hari believe that friends were more trouble than help? Hari was a thief, so friends would try to borrow from him or give away his whereabouts to the police, or they would create trouble for him to save themselves. Hence, he felt that friends were more trouble. What is face reading? Face reading is observing the expressions and emotions on the face of people and interpreting them correctly. I found myself in the Maidan and sat down on a bench. The night was chilly. It was early November and a light drizzle added to my discomfort. Soon it was raining quite heavily. My shirt and pajamas stuck to my skin and a cold wind blew the rain across my face. I went back to the bazaar and sat down in the shelter of the clock tower. The clock showed midnight. I felt for the notes. They were damp from the rain. Anil's money. In the morning, he would probably have given me 2 or 3 rupees to go to the cinema, but now I had it all. I couldn't cook his meals, run to the bazaar, or learn to write whole sentences anymore. I had forgotten about them in the excitement of the theft. Whole sentences, I knew, could one day bring me more than a few hundred rupees. It was a simple matter to steal, and sometimes just as simple to be caught. But to be a really big man, a clever and a respected man, was something else. I should go back to Anil, I told myself, if only to learn to read and write. I hurried back to the room, feeling very nervous, for it is much easier to steal something than to return it undetected. I opened the door quietly, then stood in the doorway in the clouded moonlight. Anil was still asleep. I crept to the head of the bed and my hand came up with the notes. I felt his breath on my hand. I remained still for a minute. Then my hand found the edge of the mattress and slipped under it with the notes. I awoke late next morning to find that Anil had already made the tea. He stretched out his hand towards me. There was a 50-rupee note between his fingers. My heart sank. I thought I had been discovered. I made some money yesterday, he explained. Now you will be paid regularly. My spirits rose. Spirits rose means became very hopeful. But when I took the note, I saw it was still wet from the night's rain. Today, we'll start writing sentences, he said. So Anil is going to teach him to write sentences. He knew, but neither his lips nor his eyes showed anything. I smiled at Anil in my most appealing way, and the smile came by itself without any effort. The story was written by Ruskin Bond. Now, what were Hari's regrets as he pondered over his theft? As Hari pondered over his theft, he regretted that henceforth he could not cook Anil's meals, run to the bazaar, or learn to write whole sentences. He regretted that he would not become a respected man. Does Anil realize that he has been robbed? Yes, Anil realizes that he has been robbed. Why did Hari give a genuine appealing smile? Hari regretted for what he had done. He went back to Anil to get education. He realized that Anil knew that he had been robbed. He was happy that Anil had decided to ignore what had happened and teach him to write. He gave him an appealing smile to ask forgiveness for what he had done. English workshop. Complete the web diagram. Anil's virtues. You can write kind, pleasant, simple, easygoing. Hari's vices. Hari was a very poisonous person. So, what will come? Cunning, untruthful, shrewd, insincere. Insert the appropriate word phrase given below in the sentences that follow. Here are some words that are given, words or phrases. You have to fill in these sentences. So now see the first one. I dashed the school gate when I heard the school bell ring. I dash to. So this is A. The second one is, after the death of my pet dog, my dash when dad got me a new pup. So here spirits rose. So spirits rose. This will be the second one. Third one. Do not stoop to dash just to gain something from someone. Flattery. The artist completes his paintings dash by fits and starts. The crime went dash for 11 years. Undetected. Undetected. E. When the baby saw its mother, it gave a dash smile. Appealing smile. So this is F. So first one will be stray dog. Second one is greedy man. Third one is ticket office. Fourth one is walked slowly. Fifth one is light drizzle. Sixth one is whole sentences. Seventh one is rising spirits. Now, complete the compound words from the story. Oil rich, 50 rupee, easy going, clock tower, moonlight. Pick out from the story 3 or 4 examples of code mixing. Indian words used in English. Bazaar, Maidan, pajamas. Read the story carefully and complete the table. Total number of characters 2. Names Anil, Hari. Age 25, 15. Physical appearance for Anil, tall, lean, with a clear face. For Hari, thin, with many scars on the face. For Anil, writing for magazines, writing books, earned money by writing for magazines, writing books. And for Hari, you have to write stealing and cheating people. And qualities, for Anil, you have to write kind, simple, easygoing, pleasant, forgiving. For Hari, you have to write cunning, insincere, grateful. Complete the given sentences. Anil kept Hari as a cook because he wanted someone to cook for him, and also he felt sorry for Hari. Hari was grateful because Anil was teaching him to read, write and add numbers. Hari continued making money by cheating Anil while buying the day's supplies. Anil didn't hand Hari over to the police. Here, he didn't hand Hari over to the police for a particular reason. You can think about it. Anil did not hand Hari over to the police because it may have a positive effect on Hari and may have changed the way he lived his life. The moral of the story is that if we are good, people are good to us in return. Think and write in your own words in your notebook. First question is, why did Anil employ Hari as a cook although he could not afford to pay him? Anil felt that Hari could cook for him and in return he could feed him as he could not afford to pay him. Also, Anil felt sorry for Hari. What did Hari learn from Anil in the beginning? Hari learned to cook from Anil in the beginning. Why didn't Anil hand over Hari to the police? What effect would it have on Hari? Anil didn't hand Hari over to the police because it may have a positive effect on Hari and may have changed the way he lived his life. What effect would it have on Hari? People give that you have to mention you have to mention the reason for not handing Hari over to the police for the first question. And for the first question, the answer is, for the question why didn't Anil hand over Hari to the police? For that the answer is, Anil didn't hand Hari over to the police because it may have a positive effect on Hari and may have changed the way he lived his life. So that will be the effect on Hari. It would have changed the way he lived his life. Now let us go to the next question. Do you feel Anil's way of handling a thief like Hari was effective? Justify your answer. Justify means you have to give the reason for the answer. Yes, Anil's way of handling a thief like Hari was effective. Anil had realized that Hari really wished to get an education. So by forgiving him and giving him the motivation to learn, he changed Hari. What tact had Anil used to change Hari's dishonest ways? Answer is, Anil had ignored Hari's attempts at robbing him. He had then tempted him by saying that they would start writing sentences, for he knew that this was what Hari wished for wholeheartedly. Anil provided motivation for Hari to change his ways. Smile came by itself without any effort. Say why. When do people give fake smiles? Hari regretted for what he had done. He went back to Anil to get education. He realized that Anil knew that he had been robbed. He was happy that Anil had decided to ignore what had happened and teach him to write. He gave him an appealing smile to ask forgiveness for what he had done. People give fake smiles when they realize that the other person is trying to cheat them or they want to get something. Frame WH questions to get the answers underlined below. Change the first person pronouns to the second person wherever necessary. I hurried back to the room. Where did you hurry back to? I had made a study of men's faces. What had you made? I drew them out without a sound. How did you draw them out? The poor man showed acceptance. Who showed acceptance? I made tea in the morning. When did you make tea?